Hi, I'm Andy, and I'm so happy to be here with you today to paint. To save a little time, I have magic white on the canvas. It's 9 by 12, and I'm just going to dip my brush in a little bit of oil, and I'm going to grab some orange, and I'm just going to sketch in some poppies. This is going to be a poppy painting. So I'm just going to, and I can change them, just loose. It's a good thing you can make them bigger, smaller. I tend to get too big. All right, so now I'm gonna just block in with a crisscross stroke some leaves. So I'm gonna take a little bit of sap green. I put it, even though there's magic white, I just dipped my corner of the brush in, and I'm gonna take some burnt sienna. And I'm just gonna crisscross some strokes. Don't have to be real neat. You just want to get some color in this area. It's loose. Okay. I forgot one color. It's cerulean blue. It's a color I don't use a lot, but I'm starting to really like it. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of white and just mix it a little bit and just add a little bit through here, just in a few spots. Okay, so now I'm going to take my blending brush, and because I have the magic white on, I'm just going to blend it out. Can you see what I just did, you guys? I hit the red. But you can see with the magic white how nice it blends out. We're going to have a little bit of red in there. Maybe I'll switch brushes. Can always be fixed. This brush does blend a little better than the other one, but okay. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of the, like a violet, and just put a little bit down here, just for a little pop of color. Now I'm going to block in the poppies. So this one, I'm just going to, again, I'm going to just dip a little bit into the oil, and I'm going to take a little bit of yellow ochre. You don't want it too thick. It's a lot like the roses, except they say this is a much easier flower to paint, and you just want to go from the outside in, and don't be afraid to pick up the color. I'm going to put a little bit of the yellow just to make it a little brighter up here. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit more, it's going to have some pink in it, but not be pure pink. And the top one, I'm going to mix a little bit more of the red in it and make it a little bit brighter. Again, don't get it too thick. Okay. So now I'm going to take crimson. And with the poppies, you don't want to really go right in the center. You want to go a little bit down in the direction that you want them to face. And you don't use any oil on this. And now you're just going to spread it out with a clean brush. This I'm going to make a little bit darker. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to go back to the leaves. And we're going to just, I don't know if you could see all the little hairs from that brush, but we're going to start up here and just put a little bit of some like small leaves in. So I'm going to take some of the blue, dip the corner of the brush in some oil, not too much. I'm just going to push out. I put a little bit of the violet in there. Just trying to get some movement. Just going like that. Okay. We're going to put a few on this side. Again, I'm going to dip in the oil. A few stems. Just wiggle it and pull. Just making a little stem like that. Get some more paint. So now down here, I'm going to do a few more of the blue. And it's okay that you're picking up other colors. It really adds to it when you do that. Now I'm gonna grab some of the violets that I have. A little bit of white, just to have a little bit of a spring feeling, a little bit lighter colors. Just gonna kind of wiggle it, and then you're gonna go towards the middle. Just mixing in a little of the ochre with it. Let's just put a little one here. Okay, now I'm going to put a few through here, and I'm going to make them a little bit lighter with some of the yellows. Just anything really, just grab some color. You can do the leaves so many different ways. Just kind of add some more color up in here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to these and maybe add, I don't know yet, but I'll add some color to them too. Some highlights. And if I don't like something, I can take it out. So with the poppies, one of the things that I found is if you draw a little bit of the petals, just so you have an idea like which direction you're going to go in. So I'm going to just mix a little white into this color. You don't want it too light because this isn't going to be your lightest color. You want to get both sides of the brush. So you're going to have petal here. It's okay if you get a little color in it. Petal there. And we might even put one here. And I'll wipe my brush in between. You're going to put the paint on both sides. So your vanishing point is going to be here and here. So your strokes are all going to go down. So you're going to, and usually you have to do this a few times to get the color that you want. So again, here's your vanishing point. So you're just going to curve the stroke and go down. So now these petals are just going to go, just so you have an idea, and the vanishing point is down there. All right, and you're just going to kind of sweep down, overlapping the strokes. Add a little white just to lighten. We can lighten it after too. Okay, and now there's even some reaching petals down here. So you can see that you can't see a lot of detail really, so I'm going to go back with a lighter color. You don't really want pure white. Wiping my brush in between. Okay, so we'll leave that for now, but again, we might come back to it and even lighten it up in spots. But while I have this on my brush, I might just come over here and just kind of go in, sweep it in, just to get a little color. Okay, so now we're gonna try this one. And I'm going to put a little bit of the ochre in this pink. And again, we can do a little bit of a petal shape. You don't have to do this, but sometimes at the beginning, just helps you to remember. There's the vanishing point. You're going to go down. And here's your petals here. Sometimes they look prettier at this stage than when you finish. It's just a process of getting it light, but not too light, and getting it to show. Okay. All right, so you can see again, it's just almost like a block-in stage. So I'm going to add some more white to this. Some of the reaching petals. You can even touch it more with a little bit of white like I'm doing. You just can't get to the lightest color too quick. You almost have to build. But if you're not using a lot of paint, it's easy to do that. Okay, we'll come back to that one. All right, so now we're going to go to the top one. So this time I'm not going to draw the petals. But again, the vanishing point is going to be here and here. On both sides of the brush, sweeping in. and that felt a little dry, so this time I'm going to dip the corner of my brush in some medium. And so this one's looking like it's got a little funny design, but you can fix that. All right, so now I'm going to go into the lighter color. And poppies can be so many different variations and designs. A lot of them look like almost tissues. They're so delicate. There's some beautiful, I don't know if it's Iceland or blue poppies. There's just so many. Okay, now I'm going to try to lighten those up a little bit. If it feels like it's not really going back and forth smoothly, just dip it in the medium a little bit. Now we're just going to pull these in a little bit. Okay, so while I have some pink on my brush, I'm just going to add a little bit of pink to these violet leaves. Pull in a little bit more of the red. Sometimes I'll just go up here and put a little color in. That I think I'm going to get rid of. All right. I'm going to put just a little bit of crimson on my brush, and I'm going to darken that a little bit. What I'm going to do is just pull up, making little lines. And then with the corner of the brush, I'm just going to grab a little bit of yellow and orange and just tap it. You don't want to go overboard, but and just a touch of white. At this point, I'm just going to even grab a different brush, and I'm just going to get a few more highlights into the poppies. And this is the point where you have to be careful, because you can always ruin what you've done. But if you don't like something you've done, you can put a little bit of dark back in. And it's good when you pick up some of the other color too. So I feel like I've lost a little bit of that color, so I am actually going to go back in with a little bit of yellow. It's like the roses. Sometimes they'll come out a lot more transparent than others. I love the transparent look, but it's a process to get it. So another good thing to do is just to have the poppies pop out a little bit to get some dark. Just go in with a little bit of dark and it will help bring them out more. So just get a little bit more of the burnt sienna. You can change the shape too if you want to, but again, just be careful what you do. Okay, so sometimes I put stems. I don't always like the way it looks where it's just sitting there, so sometimes I'll just throw some stems in. Just throw some in. So I dipped this brush in some medium, and I'm just gonna Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson today, and I'm looking forward to doing more with you.